They used to call them the Big Five. 5 colleges and universities in the city of Philadelphia that kind of drew from the same area for students. They played each other to lots of attention. Football, baseball, basketball, track. Well, that was back in the day. Today, the Big Five is not really around that much anymore, and all the schools have kind of individually gone on to bigger and better things. But they still have one thing in common. They're very exclusive. They're very expensive. The school we're going to hear about here at Salle University, that costs $40,000 a year, though I think they're reducing it to $29,000 pretty soon. Has about 4,000 students, mostly white, mostly affluent, right in the middle of a chocolate neighborhood. So they all share one thing in common. The fellas look at these white kids and they see nothing but one walking, breathing, talking ATM machine. And so the faculty and the people who run LaSalle, they decided they're going to have a meeting to figure this all out. But here's one thing that always surprises me in these meetings. Where are the brainiacs in the classrooms that are always explaining to us what's behind all this black violence, criminality, and dysfunction? Where are they? Why are they not here explaining to us why these students are targets? Why?
Student safety is becoming a concern at LaSalle University. A number of recent crimes in the area has many there on high alert, and the school is looking to do something about it. It is Friday afternoon. I'm Shari Williams.
And I'm Brian Taft. The big story on Action News today is that concern about crime near LaSalle's campus in the Olney section of Philadelphia. Some students have even been robbed at gunpoint.
Action News reporter Bob Brooks is live on campus with more on what's happening there. Bob.
Yeah, Brian and Shari, this is a major problem. There's simply no other way to put it. What is happening is, as soon as some students are leaving campus, just getting feet from campus, they're being robbed. The suspects are using guns, and some students are scared someone is going to get killed. You wake up, you go to class. That's what college students do. But for LaSalle students, something else has become all too routine. That's receiving alerts from school security about a crime close by.
LaSalle alerts, cell phone snatch, armed robbery, cell phone snatch.
That phone belongs to sophomore Alyssa Van Herk. She's kept each alert in a separate folder as proof to show her family back home.
Here I'm like, wow, it's actually really true and it's serious.
Just this semester alone, Philadelphia police say 4 LaSalle students have been robbed at these locations right at the edge of campus. 2 were at gunpoint, and we spoke with one student who knows a victim.
I'm not sure if he's back at school yet. I'm not surprised. This is in a great area. A lot of stuff happens every week.
Now, police say robberies like this happen most frequently when students are doing what I'm doing, and you shouldn't. That's walking alone. They also say don't walk distracted. That means put the cell phone away, take your headphones out. You have to be aware of your surroundings.
It's coming to the point where I'm considering commuting next year.
We also met with sophomore Sean Keene. He's brought this flyer to our attention. The university and police have scheduled a town hall meeting for students next Monday to discuss a plan of action.
I'm paying to go to the school. I want to feel like I'm safe here.
And today the school declined an on-camera interview but released a statement. Part of it reads, there has been a heightened level of concern for public safety at areas adjacent to LaSalle University. While no incidents have occurred on campus, the safety of our students, staff, and faculty remains our top priority. Okay, Brian, again, that meeting is set for next Monday, right?
Safety has become the leading conversation at LaSalle University following several frightening incidents involving students. At least 2 were robbed at gunpoint. The recent spike in crime led to a big meeting tonight for students to voice their concerns and for administrators to have a say about what's being done. Action News reporter Dan Quay, our live force now on campus in Olney with the major points that came out of that meeting tonight, Dan.
Shari, some 2,000 students had signed a petition demanding a meeting on crime and safety. We were not allowed into the meeting, but a university official tells us over 300 students attended.
I feel very unsafe, and I want something to be done.
We just don't feel safe. We shouldn't have to be afraid.
the feelings of a number of students who attended the crime and safety meeting here at LaSalle University.
My friend got robbed, and the guy ran up the street and robbed another person at LaSalle Apartments.
Incidents.
A university spokeswoman reports there have been 7 incidents near the campus since January 1st, 4 robberies and 3 thefts or attempted thefts. And that while the incidents did not occur on campus, they have tripled the number of surveillance cameras and through a grant hired a Philadelphia police officer to patrol the campus.
And they drive around campus, they walk through campus, and they are on site every day from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m.
The university sends students text alerts on incidents of criminal activity near the university to keep them informed. Tonight's meeting seemed to do little to put students at ease.
They talk about some app which isn't going to help us whatsoever, because if they rob you and they take your phone, how are you going to report that?
There's no solution whatsoever. Every question that was asked by a student, LaSalle just danced around the answers and pretty much said, we can't answer that at this time.
We can't find one professor who's written one paper, one book about how black people are relentless victims of relentless white racism all the time, everywhere. That explains everything, especially why rich kids are always getting robbed at LaSalle. Not too far from LaSalle is Temple University. It's a bigger school. Temple has the biggest police force of any college in the world.
Please, sir, I want some more.
Because they know that the students at Temple are also victims, even bigger victims than the students at LaSalle. I got these stories from a couple of graduates of LaSalle who are telling me that, back in the day, this wasn't a bad school to go to, but even back in the day, you realized where you went to school and what was surrounding your school and how safe you were or were not. So the people who run LaSalle know that their students are being targeted by the fellas. These are the same students, same professors, the same administrators who are so sympathetic to Black Lives Matter in every single episode of every single claimant for black victimization that comes down the pike. And let's not forget the newly elected district attorney and the mayor, both of whom have a fetish for black victimization and of giving, and every day give out the signal that black people in Philadelphia are victims, even the ones that go around clunking people on the head, stealing their phones, their computers, and their money. These colleges are all like a circuit, right? I mean, if you write a book about how black people are victims of white racism, you write the book, then you go on the circuit. You go to the colleges. LaSalle is just like every other college. They welcome people that tell the story of black victimization. They absolutely refuse to hear any other point of view on this topic. Because even though there aren't that many fellas at LaSalle University, reminding the students at LaSalle and the parents and the faculty and the alumni, reminding them that students are now targets of black people in and around the campus. Oh yeah, that makes the black kids very angry.